And welcome back to In the Cage with Bards here on Nextsportstar.com. And joining us now, we have the woman who will be taking on Jasminka Cive live on Invicta 5 this Friday night, available for $9.95 all over the interweb. The one, the only, Rowdy Bec Hyatt back on the program. How you doing, Bec?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Doing fantastic. Always a pleasure to speak to you. And I understand that you're settled warmly now in Kansas City, but you didn't have the best trip over.
No, the trip was horrible. I'm glad that I'm here now and settled in, and I'm having a good time now. But yeah, the trip was pretty bad. It was like 29 hours of flights and airports, delayed flights, and then they lost my luggage at the end. But yeah, I'm thankful I found my luggage the next day, and we're all settled in at the hotel and just enjoying ourselves now.
So they lost your luggage at Kansas City Airport?
Yeah, on the flight from Houston to Kansas, they lost our luggage.
See, you know what? I've got a little bit of a personal bone to pick there because the last 2 times I've gone down to Kansas City, Missouri to visit my parents, my luggage has gotten lost at Kansas City Airport. And, you know, you've been there. The airport is only about, you know, the size of a small apartment, so I don't know how the hell they lose everything.
I know, the airport is tiny. I guess it must be on Houston's end or just united all together because they're hopeless.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Have you spent time in the States other than coming to Invicta for the Kansas City shows?
No, I haven't. No, I've only been here twice and it's close to fight, so yeah, I haven't seen much of the States.
Is that something you're planning on doing, taking some vacations, maybe checking out California on the way back or something?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely planning a trip up here and check out some gyms and have a few training camps up here, but I just got to get some money together first and sort everything else out. So it's definitely on my list of things to do.
Some people talk about, you know, culture shock going to other countries, but when you go into Kansas City, it's really a lack of culture shock that is really the problem, isn't it?
I'm not sure because I haven't really been anywhere else. Everyone's friendly here and they treat us awesome. They love Australians, so I'm pretty happy here.
Yeah, the people in Kansas City are very friendly, and the food portions are huge, but unfortunately you didn't get to find that out until after the fight. How is the weight cut coming?
Speaking of weight cut, we're actually at Denny's, and my team are eating pancakes and maple bacon milkshakes while I'm sitting here about to eat some chicken and lettuce. I'm not very impressed.
That's actually kind of, you know, it seems kind of cold to me. Wouldn't your team, you know, actually kind of go in a sympathy weight cut with you or anything like that?
No, they just pig out and make me feel jealous for a few days, but then, yeah, come Friday after I weigh in, I'll be pigging out as well, so I just got to hold off a few more days and I'll be right.
Maybe it's their way of getting you a little bit angrier before you step into the cage.
Maybe, or they're just, it's not really backfiring on them because I'm just ruining their experience anyway. So.
Well, heading in that last fight, there was no real pressure on you as you were a huge underdog and you know, taking a title fight against Carlin Bardsley on short notice. But then you had that amazing Rocky-esque kind of performance, and you're coming back this time, and a lot of people have picked you in the favorite of this fight. So does that add any pressure onto you this time around, or does it change your mindset at all?
No, it doesn't at all. Some people are picking me to win and some people saying I'm going to get knocked out. So there's always different people's opinions and stuff. I think it's going to be a good fight, and Invicta know what they're doing. They're matching this fight because it's going to be fireworks, and that's what I guarantee. We're both striking. We're both heavy strikers. We like to go out there and bang and let our hands go, so it's going to be a good one.
It will be a great fight to watch, and you've been doing a great job promoting it. You've kind of turned into the MMA queen of social media. Is that something that you know, you decided a long time ago that would be a great avenue to promote yourself, or is this something that's just kind of evolved naturally for you?
I'm naturally bubbly, I guess, and have a good personality. But I knew that I had to market myself right, and just to get noticed because I'm stuck in Australia and I had to, you know, I wanted to go to the top for the big shows in America. So you've got to make some noise to get noticed and get brought over. It's not cheap. It's not cheap to bring you over, so you've got to, you know, earn your keep. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I like to hype the fight. I like to promote myself, and it's working so far. So yeah, I'm stoked with the way it's going.
Yeah, it is really working so far, and you're now one of the growing roster of fighters over at Alchemist, the group run by Lex McMahon, MC Hammer, and my good friend, the Chainsaw, Charles McCarthy. Is the social media promotion something that they're encouraging you to do more of?
Yeah, definitely. Lex has hooked up a lot of radio interviews for me and stuff as well, so they're happy with the way it's all going, and they embraced me and embraced my style, and they've been awesome. They've been a huge, huge help.
Absolutely. And does it ever bug you when you see some of the losers on the underground forum, or some of the people on Twitter saying, "Oh, she's so desperate for attention," and nonsense like that?
I think it's funny. It is true. Yeah, I am an attention whore. It's a part of the game. You got to play the game. They don't hate the player, hate the game. It's exactly what it's like. It just makes me laugh. Yeah, it doesn't get to me at all. All the people that mouth off to me, it just gives me a giggle.
Yeah, well, they're still saying your name at the end of the day, right? So that's proof positive that it's working, right?
Oh yeah, it's working. They're still mentioning my name, and they're seeing my face. So whether they hate it or like it, it's still getting me noticed.
Absolutely. And your opponent seems to be thinking that you're spending a little too much time online for your own good, maybe not enough time training. That seems to be something you would expect from goobers on the internet. But well, are you surprised at all that she's been so aggressive about this particular issue?
Yeah, to begin with, I was surprised that she started, well, not her really, her fiance started smack talking, and then she joined in on it. I was surprised. I was willing to play nice and just be respectful, but yeah, they started a fire with that one, because I'm going to fire back and I'm going to win. I'm always going to win. So whether it's with my wittiness or something ridiculous, I'll always win that fight. But we'll just have to see who wins on Friday night.
Yes, we will. And you mentioned her fiance getting into it, and that almost kind of reminds me of the lead up to the woman you share a nickname with, Ronda Rousey, taking on Miesha Tate, where Brian Caraway seemed to get a little involved, maybe too much for his own good. And that was the point where I really saw it as an observer, just saying, wow, Miesha must be really rattled now that Caraway's taking a lot of this upon himself now. Are you feeling the same way about Jasminka in the way that she's handling these things?
I think it just shows lack of faith and confidence in their partners. I think Jasminka's fiance thinks that he has to stick up for her for some reason. I get it all the time. I always have teammates or coaches and things like that always attacking me on Facebook and stuff, and I just laugh at it. Like, my team never gets involved. You will never see my husband mouth off at someone on Facebook, or my teammates get in on it. They know that they don't have to. They know I'm going to settle the score, and I'm going to do business when it's time to do it. So yeah, I just think it's lack of confidence and the stupidity. It just feeds me. It just fuels me to train harder and to fight harder. So yeah, it's kind of backfired on them, I think.
I would think so. And aside from all the histrionics going on here, how are you viewing Jasminka as an opponent in a physical and in a fight perspective?
She's 5-0. She's undefeated. She hasn't really been tested because of the skill levels of opponents in Austria. It was the same for me until I got my break over here to fight Carla. There's just not that much competition where we're from, so you just take the fights that you're given. So you can't really judge her yet until I put it on her and see if she can, stand up to it, or if she's going to crumble. So she's definitely, her highlight reel and her video footage that I've seen of her, yeah, she's quite dominant. She comes out wild. In your face, but it's easy to be like that if someone's not hitting you back. So you'll just have to wait and see how she goes when someone actually touches her back and actually is competitive.
Does a win over Jasminka, does that put you back in the 115-pound title mix for Invicta, do you think?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure I'd have to win a few more fights and just keep climbing that ladder. Like you said, I got chucked into that title fight on mere luck. Like I was scheduled to fight Joanne Calderwood, and then I just got chucked into the title fight. So I definitely have to earn my stripes and just keep winning fights, and eventually they'll give me the title shot again.
You mentioned the Calderwood fight. Would a fight against Joanne Calderwood still be something that would interest you at this point?
Yeah, definitely. We've still got a score to settle there. We trained hard for each other, and there was a few words exchanged when I took the fight against Carla. So yeah, there's definitely unfinished business, and I'd like to go out there and prove that I can, strike with the best. A lot of people saying, oh, I'd get knocked out if I fought Joanne because her striking is superior, and I'm always looking to prove people wrong. So yeah, I'd definitely be keen for that fight. Yeah,
that's a little bit of that Aussie fighting spirit, I think, isn't it?
It is. Just when Fiona Maxley took the fight against Cyborg, everyone's like, typical Aussie. You're not going to turn a fight down. You're not going to turn that down. We always come to fight, and yeah, we put on a good show. So yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, you mentioned Fiona taking on Cyborg. It's long odds, really, the same as you taking on Carla first time around. But do you think she has what it takes to put on a showing as worthy as the one you put on against Carla?
Yeah, sure. She's trained hard. She's been training at Tiger Muay Thai, and they've got an awesome camp up there. So everyone's got a chance. It's MMA. Anything can happen. So she's just going to go out there like there's no pressure on her. She's just going to go out there and do her thing. So let's hope she takes the win for the Aussies.
Yeah, another great fight on Invicta that everyone is looking forward to. And you mentioned earlier how great the promotion treats their athletes. I saw a picture of you on your Facebook. You really seem to be digging those goodie bags that they're handing out there.
Yeah. I got a goodie bag last time, but this time I got a goodie bag and the V-Motor earphones that are customised with the Invicta logo on them. They're absolutely amazing, and I'm stoked. They honestly do treat us so well. The hotel they put us up in, transportation, anything that you want, they will help you with, and they've got their office set up in the hotel, so if you need to go up there and discuss anything with them, they're right there, and they've been amazing. They definitely make you feel welcome.
Great to hear. And we also saw your video blog this week, and I gotta tell you, that was quite the magnum opus. So that was about 23 minutes long, if memory serves. Are you becoming the Francis Ford Coppola of video blogs?
Yeah, it's a long video blog. I just got a whole bunch of footage together just to make sure that I kept logging everything. I knew everyone enjoyed my last two, so I knew I had to do another one, and just trying to make them, everyone, follow my journey and know what it's like to be in my shoes. So yeah, definitely try to make them as long as possible, and yeah, they're good fun to make as well. I actually sat back and watched it, and I'm like, wow, I really am a weirdo. I knew I was weird, but I didn't think I was that weird.
Well, it translates well to film, and that's the main thing. But other than Invicta, it seems that the biggest news in women's MMA right now is the announcement that there's going to be an Ultimate Fighter season with both women and men in the house. What are your thoughts on that as a women's fighter? Would you have preferred to see an all-women's season? Do you think women and men in the same house are going to be good for ratings? What's your take on it?
I'm just stoked to see the women get a chance to, show their skills and get on the show. I've been waiting for women to fight in UFC, and it happened with Ronda Rousey and Liz, and now there's an Ultimate Fighter. I'm absolutely stoked. It's just another win for us girls. It doesn't worry me that it's men and women. I think it's good. It's gonna sell. There's gonna be drama and all that. It's just more eyes on women's MMA, so it doesn't worry me at all.
All right, well, it's at 135 pounds, which is the UFC Women's Division. You're a little under that at 115, but is the allure of being on cable in America, is that enough to make you want to try out for this show?
Yeah, at the moment I'm just focusing on Jasminka and just pretty much do what Invicta want me to do. Like, it's a huge opportunity. You wouldn't want to pass it up, but I think Invicta are going to be chucking me some opportunities pretty soon. So yeah, I just have to weigh up my options and go from there. Like you said, it's 135 pounds. I was just weighing that a few weeks ago now. I'm starting, cutting weight and whatever. I'm a lot lighter, so just have to wait and see. But it's definitely a huge opportunity, and any girl that, is interested, they should do it. They should jump on the opportunity.
So it's a better question for you Saturday is what you're telling me.
Definitely, yeah. Come back to me Saturday and I'll have an answer.
All right. Well, Bec, it's always a pleasure to speak with you. You are the most famous Aussie export since Crocodile Dundee, I think. And I got one last question for you. You said on the last time you're on the show that you wanted to punch Australian Prime Minister Julia Gillard in the face. The inevitable question is, when does Bec Hyatt run for Prime Minister?
Yeah, I don't think I'd be quite good enough for that job.
I don't know. You've got the charisma, and that seems to be what it takes these days. But Bec, again, thanks again for stopping by the program. Best of luck against Jasminka Cive Friday night at the Ameristar Casino, just down the road from my folks in Kansas City, Missouri, and $9.95 everywhere on the interweb. Tell the people where they can find you on the social media universe, the Twitter, the Facebook, but chances are they're probably following you already. You're everywhere out there.
Yeah, I hope so. If you're not following me, it's www.facebook.com/RowdyBec, and my Twitter handle is @RowdyBec, and I also have a website now as well, www.rowdybec.com. So yeah, check me out and follow me and tweet me and tag me and whatever. I like to interact with all you guys.
There you have it. Rowdy Bec Hyatt here on In the Cage with Bards on Nextsportstar.com, and we'll be back with more MMA action right after this.